Josh handles it, back to throw, pocket collapsing, fires a deep one downfield, looking for Gabe Davis, makes the catch at midfield. He's going to sail into the end zone. Gabe Davis at the 20, at the 10, touchdown. Holy mackerel, 98 yards, touchdown.
Well, remember that touchdown? That's just one of thousands of calls John Murphy has made, of course, through his decades-long career as the voice of the Buffalo Bills. And Bills fans have likely noticed Murphy's absence this season. He stepped away from his role a year ago after suffering a stroke.
Love that voice, love his energy. We certainly miss him.
Yes, we do.
It did impact his speech, and Murphy agreed to sit down with senior reporter Eileen Buckley to talk about his recovery and the progress that he's making.
This is WBEN Sports Director John Murphy, color man on Buffalo Bills football.
John Murphy's iconic voice has been part of Buffalo Bills broadcasts and sports reporting for more than 4 decades. But the soundtrack to this Bills season has sounded much differently. It was last January when Murph suffered a stroke, silencing his play-by-play duties. 1 year later, the John Murphy fighting spirit is still there.
I'm fine. I'm really doing fine. Getting better. I'm still not talking up to par, but I'm getting better every day. I just go through and say it.
Murph says he goes to speech therapy a couple of days a week, working on speaking, something that was so powerful for him, and that it's especially difficult not being in the broadcast booth as the Bills march into the playoffs.
But it's been tough, and not going to road games. I go to every home game and go in the radio booth, and they're great. But it's been tough, missed some big games, and hopefully I'll be back to do a few more.
Murph suffered the stroke shortly before the game where Damar Hamlin suffered cardiac arrest. But he says what happened on the field that night in Cincinnati was so upsetting, he had to turn off the TV.
I was in the hospital when Damar went down. I was watching the game in my hospital bed with my 2 boys next to me, and I said, what is this?
Since that time, he has been working to rehabilitate himself back to health. He lost 70 pounds and underwent heart surgery. He also received many well wishes from former Bills, even NFL Commissioner and Jamestown native Roger Goodell.
I got letters. I got a letter over there from Commissioner Goodell, and it's just nice for people to reach out and remember you a little bit.
Murph is the co-author of the book If These Walls Could Talk, featuring Buffalo Bills stories. He told me the book was written before he got sick, but he added a chapter about his stroke. And while he can't drive, he believes he will be cleared soon. So I asked him if there's anything he can't do.
Nothing, I don't think. I can't dunk basketball, but I don't do too much I can't do. I think I can do more than I did before, actually.
Murph, who is so humble about his rich broadcast legacy, says he hopes the team goes far this postseason, and he'll be watching. When he watches the road games at home, he does a little play-by-play. I asked him if he thinks he will be back in the broadcast booth next season.
I hope so. I hope to. That's a goal, to be back next season, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. It's more important for me to be healthy, I think, than to come back and do the Bills, and that's what I'm really counting on.
And I also asked him if the Buffalo Bills do indeed go to the Super Bowl, would he travel to the game? And he says he's thought about it, but right now he's just not sure, as you can imagine.
Oh my goodness.
But really a great journey back, right?
We have all been fortunate enough to meet him, work with him. I worked with him for a while.
Absolutely.
All-time great. Not only as a broadcaster, but as a person. We've known him for decades. We know how much he means to us. We know how much he means to the community, right? So, Murph, great to see you.
Just a great human being, such a humble man. Even asked him about his legacy, and he said, I don't have a legacy.
Yes, you do.
He's got that,
and it will continue. We'll be back
sure.
in that booth soon. We miss hearing him on the radio, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
So glad that you got to sit down with him.
Me too. It was wonderful.
Yeah, that was great.